Hi, I'm Tasha Rama from IOE Plates, here to show you how to use the Oval IOE plates with the new Birthday Oval Embossing folder. The Birthday Oval Embossing folder has 4 different design elements: the outside dots, the corners, the happy birthday words in an oval, and a message in the middle. This folder was designed to use with the Oval IOE Plates 9 pieces, so you can have individual designs or a combination of designs. Simply select what you want to emboss. Easy way to remember it is cover what you want. Before we start, a few important things you need to know. The IOE plates go on top of the embossing folder. Each machine requires a different plate format when you use the IOE plates on top of an embossing folder. So read the instructions before using them to see what plate format is required for your machine. So let's get started by embossing just the happy birthday oval message from the folder. Select from the IOE plates 9 pieces, the size that fits over the happy birthday oval message. Use tape to secure it to the folder. Paper inside as you normally would. So cover what you want. By covering the happy birthday pattern by placing the IOE plates on top of the embossing folder, that is all it is going to emboss from the folder. I find this is the part that can be confusing sometimes. It works opposite to what we think, but if you remember, cover what you want, and only the pattern you cover will appear on your paper. I'll get the folder out of the big sister machine. Open up the folder. Only where the IOE plate is where the embossing appears. Let's do another one, the middle verse, and get the 2 IOE plate pieces to cover what I want and tape it down into place. This is what makes the IOE plates so unique. You can do more than one embossing on the same piece of paper. For this example, we'll do double embossing. By placing the IOE plates and covering what we want, the message in the middle, this will not crush or affect the first embossed pattern we did. The easiest way to line up your work is from the back, so you can see where to place your message. This gives you the choice of where you want to place your message from the folder. I have placed the paper landscape and positioned it so that the message is in the middle of the happy birthday oval we have already embossed. Place the folder in your machine and wind it through. By covering only the middle pattern with the IOE plates, that is the only pattern that will be embossed from the embossing folder. And as you can see, the middle pattern is embossed and it didn't crush the first pattern that we embossed and did. Let's emboss 2 patterns at the same time. We already have the middle covered, so we need the IOE plate to cover the other pattern we want. If I turn over the folder, you can see that the message in the middle and the happy birthday oval message is covered. There are only 2 parts from the folder that will emboss. That is, cover what you want. I'll wind it through the big sister machine. I have my big sister machine adjustment setting on 17 for when I use it with the IOE plates and the embossing folders, for those of you that have a big sister machine. The 2 patterns that I have covered with the IOE plates are the only 2 patterns that have embossed off the folder. The 2 different ways of embossing we have done so far. This gives you the choice of where and what you want to emboss. By using the IOE plates on the Birthday Ovals embossing folder, this gives you an extra 15 different combinations from the one embossing folder. This unique concept allows you to expand the use of your embossing folders. Did you know that the IOE plates can be used with any brand of standard embossing folders? Well, let me show you how. I'll get the IOE plate pieces I want and secure together with tape. I'll use repositional magic tape to do this. The embossing folder I'm using is an Anna Griffin embossing folder. I cover the area with the IOE plates. What I've covered will emboss, so this will leave a blank area in the middle. Place your paper inside the embossing folder as you normally would. Pop it into your machine and wind it through. Remember, because the IOE plates are covering the outside area of the folder and there's no plates in the middle, so that area will be blank. Because the oval IOE plates have 9 pieces, you could add pieces into the middle to achieve a smaller blank area, or take pieces out to create a larger blank area. This is your choice. Now, with that blank area, I want to add the Happy Birthday Oval pattern to go with the beautiful Anna Griffin embossing we've just done. Place the IOE plates on the Birthday Ovals embossing folder. Place the paper I just embossed back inside the folder. Turn it over to the back side so you can see the pattern, so you know that you can get it all into the right position. This will only emboss the Happy Birthday Oval that we've covered and won't crush the first lot of embossing we've just done. Once again, double embossing and made easy with IOE plates. Wind it through the machine. Can't wait to show you how beautiful this looks together. Open up the embossing folder and there you have it. The Happy Birthday words embossed with the pattern all around it. So let's take this one more step. Triple embossing. Okay, I'm just showing off now. Cover the pattern we want with the IOE plates onto the Birthday Oval embossing folder. Pop in the same piece of paper for the 3rd time. I've put my paper in landscape, but you could put it in portrait if you wanted to as well. From the back of the embossing folder, I can see where I want to position the verse. The verse says, "Wishing you a day of smiles and laughter." Wind that through your machine. You can notice that I'm holding the embossing folder to the base plate. This is so the paper doesn't move inside the embossing folder. So as long as the top plate is covering the IOE plates on the embossing folder, it will still emboss the pattern. And the beautiful results. We have just embossed this 3 separate times and none of the embossing have been crushed. I hope this video has been helpful on how to use the Oval IOE plates and the Birthday Oval embossing folder. Look out for more embossing folder designs and new IOE plate shapes that will be out later in 2016. For more information, head over to tpapercrafts.com or cherrylyndesigns.com.